fresh out of zebra.
Any antelope?
Nuh-uh.
Hippo?
Nope. Listen, kid, if you live with us, you have to eat like us. Hey, this looks like a good spot to rustle up some grub.
Ew, what's that?
A grub. What's it look like?
Ew, gross.
Tastes like chicken.
Slimy yet satisfying.
These are rare delicacies. Pecans with a very pleasant crunch.
You're learning to love them.
I'm telling you, kid, this is the great life. No rules, no responsibilities. Ooh, the little cream-filled kind. And best of all, no worries. Well, kid?
Oh well, Hakuna Matata. Slimy, yet satisfying.
That's it.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. 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 Ta-ta.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. It's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture too, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gunsmoke, you're righteous with one toke. You're psychic among no possess you with one
I'm
dough.
happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. It's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you naked. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes, I see destruction and demise. Corruption in the skies from this enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles, but percussion he provides for me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the end. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so motherfuckers remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long, my future is coming on. It's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. My future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. My future is coming on, it's coming on, it's coming on. My future.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to game number 1 of a best of 3. It's Evil Geniuses versus Kaipi, the second match in our doubleheader for this evening. Earlier today, we got done seeing VP take care of business. They took down Dignitas and they join our other two teams as the third team into the winner bracket semifinals. It's the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. As you can see behind me, $10,000 at stake, a fully online tournament. With that being said, the draft is underway. Let's get into it. Kaipi versus EG. I think the most interesting thing here is that our TZ Timbersaw respect ban. It has been banned out. We saw, I believe it was the Alliance run this for S4, and ever since then, Kaipi has been favoring a lot. I saw Arteezy streaming it yesterday, was dominating solo mid. That hero is very deceptively hard to kill and does outrageous pure damage early on. So, despite being an unorthodox ban, man, casting with Lumi really does wonders to your tongue. But despite being a rather unorthodox ban, it makes sense given that Kaipi have been running it and are not afraid to use it. It, of course, leaves a Bat Rider in the pool. EG will snap that up with the first pick. Then they'll follow up with a Treant. They see Kaipi go Naga Weaver, and they deny the Treant from Kaipi. As for Kaipi, nothing too surprising here. They banned out the Wisp. They banned out the Bane. And the draft will continue. If you're just joining us, if this is your first time catching the Corsair Summer Tour, you should know there's a giveaway, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Head over to gc.corsair.com and enter for your chance to win a fully loaded gaming rig as well as some free Dota TV tickets. I believe 2 or 3 are handed out every single day. So with that being said, the draft will continue. The second stage of the ban's underway now. EG will ban out a Shadow Demon. Interesting ban from them. One of the stronger counters to Bat Rider is Disruption. You see occasionally the Disruptor Glimpse as well is a choice, but Shadow Demon's a much more versatile support in that sense, and a pretty annoying hero for Bat Rider to play against. So EG will remove that, logical for them. Now they ban up the Darkseer, and you look at Kaipi's draft, a very strong mid-game lineup. Naga could be that support here. They've got a lot of minus armor coming from Riptide, coming from the Swarm, good physical damage for them, and they'll go for more mid-game here. Can scale late for sure, but they get the Lifestealer. Weaver Lifestealer bombs are decent. It is a hero that's somewhat vulnerable to Bat Rider's lasso, but the idea here for Kaipi is you get enough hard-to-kill carries, someone's going to live, and that hero will wreak havoc. They've banned out the Queen of Pain as well as the OD, so they removed 2 of JO's potential solo mids, and also just strong solo mids in general. It could even be a Naga mid. Honestly, any one of these 3 heroes for Kaipi could solo mid. So as for their lanes, that's still very much up in the air, and it makes life a bit trickier for EG. Now it's EG's turn to be a little bit deceptive. They'll go back for Bounty Hunter. So if you thought this was a Demon Bat in the off lane, well, now it looks more like a Jungle Bat Rider. Not sure if that's something maybe Bambo would play as a 4 position, if they'll run the Bounty Hunter mid, but Bounty Hunter isn't a very strong mid. So expect a Jungle Bat, expect an off lane Bounty, expect that Treant just supporting whoever's in the safe lane, and then they still need the solo mid, and I think most importantly, they need Fear's carry. Fear, as of late when EG's been playing, they've been running a very hard 4 Protect 1. I had a chance to speak to Fear, and he basically said he thinks it's what gives their team the best chance to win. Just having that carry that eventually can basically 1v5 the enemy team if it gets big enough. So we'll see if they continue to go that direction here. They still haven't picked this hero up. But Kaipi will go back for Leshrac, and now their tri-lane starts to take shape. Naga, Leshrac, +1. Could be the Lifestealers, the +1. Could be another hero yet to be determined if it's a farming Naga or farming Leshrac. Kaipi still not fully tipping their hand, but you pretty much know what the lanes are now, and now we'll see a Shadow Fiend. I think the big question is this a solo mid Shadow Fiend, or is this a safe laner for Fear? If it's a mid Shadow Fiend, obviously expect JO to take it up. And now the final set of bans. EG, looking for that, probably that last support hero. It could be a 5-position tree and a 4-position Bat Rider, in which case they need Fear's hero, or it could be a safe lane Shadow Fiend, potentially a mid Bat, an off lane Bounty, and then they need another support hero to pair with the Shadow Fiend and the Treant in the safe lane. So, not 100% sure what Kaipi ban. I would lean towards banning a Fear hero now, but we'll see what they look to do. EG, as for them, a lot more clear for them. They pretty much just want to ban out any hero that can be a part of a tri-lane. Because the Naga, the Weaver, and the Lifestealer, one of these will probably go mid. I suppose you could tri-lane Naga Leshrac +1, or plus Lifestealer, and then put somebody else mid. And I like how EG held on to the Shadow Fiend pick until late, because now that they've picked him up, nothing on Kaipi's draft really dominates the Shadow Fiend mid, and the heroes that are best against him, OD, Queen of Pain, two of the stronger solo mids versus Shadow Fiend, are banned out. There is still a Templar Assassin. If Kaipi want more minus armor, that would be very greedy, though. Then you're looking at basically 4 cores, and even a support here in Leshrac, who needs a lot of levels and farm later on to stay relevant. So what will Arteezy be playing? None of these really strike me as signature Arteezy heroes. Lifestealer, Weaver, Naga Siren. It doesn't feel like any of these are the Arteezy hero. Maybe he could play the Weaver. It's not that he can't play these heroes. It's more, generally Kaipi's style has been to go for those flashy, explosive solo mids. The Puck, the Templar Assassin, even a Shadow Fiend occasionally. Something that Arteezy can really snowball hard on. We'll have to see what they go for, but probably Arteezy's hero still to be picked up. And then possibly Fears, depending if it's a JO Shadow Fiend mid or not. All is hard to say. I think for EG, the one concern right now is their lanes look a little bit weak. Shadow Fiend, a decent 1v1 mid in certain matchups, not a dominant one generally. Batrider, a good 1v1 hero. But if you run him, when you have a Bounty Hunter as well, you probably run the Batrider in the jungle, so that weakens your lanes for the first 5 to 10 minutes. And then you have a Bounty Hunter as a solo. Doesn't really crush any of Kaipi's heroes, 1v1. Weaver does fine against him, especially if you pull that Weaver sentries. And Kaipi will go back for a Gyro. So it'll be a support Naga, a support Leshrac, and a Chilean Gyrocopter most likely. And now our draft is complete. Evil Geniuses will wrap things up with a Nature's Prophet. A Bambo Prophet at that. Is he back into the offlane, or is this a 4-position Prophet? It looks like a 4-position Prophet. King of the Trees for EG. They've got the Prophet, they've got the Tramp Protector. It's a green peace-loving bunch. But Kaipi, lots of burst damage, strong laning potential. Their mid-game, they've got the Naga Sleep, the Naga Net, lots of lockdown from Lifesteal. And it will be an Arteezy Weaver mid, which does decently against Shadow Fiend if the Shadow Fiend isn't pulled sentries or if you're just able to dodge the raises. But if JO has a decent start, it gets hard for Weaver to approach Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. Fear Bounty Hunter. Well, this is unexpected. Carry Bounty? I'm not sure if EG changed their role since I last cast them. I know they've been switching them up here and there. For a while, they had Fear on the 4 position. They had JO playing offlane and Demon mid. And then they had Bambo offlane at one point. Now Bambo's been on support as of late. Fear was playing hard carry most recently. It was Demon offlane. It was Bambo 4 position and JO mid. But who knows? Now Fear on the Bounty Hunter. Maybe EG throwing a curveball, or maybe it's just been their new style since the last time I had the pleasure of casting them. But thank you all for joining me. Of course, I am LD of Beyond the Summit, and here we go. Kaipi on the dire side. Bone 7, your offlane Lifestealer. We'll have Eternal Envy, EE God, as y'all like to call him, playing the Gyrocopter. Arteezy on the Weaver, likely headed solo mid, starting at the top lane for the time being. Come with me, your support Leshrac. Won't be seeing his Visage, won't be seeing those flashy micro heroes like Chen, but will be looking to make some big plays here. And last but not least, it is... Brain is not working right now. I'll have to resort to the profile check. It's Pylai Dai, your 5 position, will be playing, or maybe 4 position in this game, playing the support Naga Siren. On the Radiant side, you've got Team EG. Arteezy patting himself on the back for forcing EG's hand there. As they did ban out Timbersaw. Definitely a huge respect ban. And now for EG, we'll introduce them now. Demon on the offlane playing the Batrider. JO, solo mid. Shadow Fiend, not pulled at all. Generally, when you see Shadow Fiend mid, he does get pulled. But it's not really... There's no one like a Queen of Pain or a Puck who can just dominate a Shadow Fiend mid early. So they figure he doesn't need the help. Bambo, Jungle Prophet to start. Reign of Basilius is up. We'll have Fear as your safe lane Bounty Hunter, getting the farm. And B-Diz, support Tram Protector. So EG running a safe lane Bounty, giving him the early golden experience. Well, this ain't something you see every day. It's not that Bounty doesn't scale reasonably well with farm. He does. He has Janata. The problem is this is not really a 1v5 hero. He's no natural lockdown. He doesn't have a huge steroid spell. Track doesn't give you minus armor as well. So when you run a safe lane Bounty Hunter, your goal is generally just to have a very aggressive mid game, find lots of pickoffs, get an early level 6, and go for the gank. So with a jungle bat and a Nature's Prophet in the jungle as well, potentially they could do that. Demon, I thought he'd be off lane, but is worried about a potential first blood, and Kaipi, the chances of that are actually very high. This is a level 1 tri-lane that can kill pretty much anything. If you Pylai Dai simply throws out an ensnare, Come With Me's there with the follow-up Split Earth. And then EE comes in with Rocket Barrage. Even with Firefly, Batrider can easily drop from 0 to nothing. So Demon will play it safe. He'll start stacking his jungle. And in good news for him, despite that Lifestealer haste rune, Bone 7 was not given any Observer wards. He won't be warding the jungle. So EG are going to immediately double stack 2 camps. Good efficient start for them. If you're running 2 junglers, you really want to take advantage of the stacks. And Bambo farming the big camp. Got the Satyrs early. One of the easier camps to kill as a jungle prophet. The main one you don't want is the Ursa. We'll see an initiation mid, but with tree armor for Jo, well, you ain't killing him easily. Arteezy's going to have his work cut out for him. Has started off on a hot streak, 6-2, but as Jo continues to find levels, it gets easier and easier to last hit. Constant living armor. And Kaipi say, we're going to contest your jungle. We're going aggressive. Here comes Pylai Die. Here comes Come With Me. They know EG's running a bat as well as a prophet in the jungle, and they're going to look to shut that down immediately. Bambo, he will deny his own treants. He's killed off 1 big camp. Most of a small camp, hits level 2. Now Come With Me, Sentry Ward deployed there. And I guess the question is, do they aggressive tri-lane? Or are they just harassing in the jungle? They'll find Demon out, only level 1. Was going for some pulls of his own, has not hit level 2 yet, no sticky napalm. And in the end, they'll transition into a Leshrac Naga tri-lane along with a Lifestealer. Good initiation range with the ensnare, good follow-up burst with the Split Earth. I think EG can kill this Bounty Hunter. The only question is, do they have sentries or dust? Or rather, Kaipi can. I was thinking EE, that I said EG, and then I realized I was talking about Kaipi. EG, EE, what's the difference? But they don't have sentries, they don't have dust, so they'll have to burst Fear from full to nothing during the duration of that ensnare, which isn't going to happen as long as he keeps himself healthy. So Fear shouldn't die in the off lane. They have warded a couple of the camps, but still Demon's got a double stack to farm. He'll hit probably close to level 4 off of this, now that he's got napalm. Stacked it up 5 times and then went. And he'll be able to clear this camp. As for Bambo, Bambo's into the off lane now. 1v1 against the Gyro. The Bat definitely farms faster in the jungle, but obviously he's also the stronger laner. So they're just prioritizing the Bat, getting a little bit more out of the jungle, allowing that Gyro to have an easier time. EE 17-6, your lead farmer so far. 14-4 for the solo mid Weaver. Arteezy off to a really good start. Remember, JS had living armor spam. Arteezy, I actually didn't get to check if he was pulled, so I'm not 100% sure there, but even if he was still fighting against living armor, you got to say the Shadow Fiend getting a lot more support from his team. Very passive start for both teams. Bone 7, 11-4. Weaver, 16-4. And Gyro, 18-6. Kaipi farming 3 carries. EG not farming their Bounty Hunter that much and getting jungle farm for a Demon Batrider. Some jungle farm. Remember, not a whole lot. He's been sentried off at both big camps. I would say this favors Kaipi quite a bit. Getting 3 carries farm. Sure, maybe you're slightly behind in levels. 250 experience lead for EG, but only slightly. And the heroes like Batrider, you slow them down with these sentry wards. It's all about getting the ultra-fast blink. Until Batrider doesn't really do a whole lot in the jungle. They'll make a confident foray. Straight up the river, past the Radiant Observer ward. This has been spotted out by EG. But I don't know that Kaipi care if they get kills here. It's much more about just slow down Fear. They have dust up now as well. And Pylai Die's going to tango through the trees. Drops the net to start. Unfortunately, Tree can't do much here. Fear's caught in position. Now the Split Earth comes through the tree line, clips Fear. But it's just not enough damage. Kaipi will be forced back. Bounty Hunter, very hard to kill unless you've got a lot of magical burst. If you rely on physical damage, well, good luck. Because he's got a stout shield. He's got 7 armor and an okay HP Pulse City at 600. So Fear weathers the storm. He dodges that first dust gank. I think for Kaipi, just a little bit too ambitious. Generally, you'd want to go for the Bounty Hunter when he's somewhere like in this area. When he's all the way back here, it's not easy to dive. I believe they played around the living armor there. I think BDIS had just used it mid for Jo. Not 100% sure about that, but even if you play around living armor, it's tough to kill Fear here in the safe lane. So 4 minutes in, we'll have our first pause of the game. Well, it was a good run, guys. It was a good run. But overall, I think Kaipi give them the advantage here. EG's got this lineup that can make a lot of things happen in the mid game, but they also have the pressure on them to make that happen. Kaipi are farming a Lifestealer, they're farming a Weaver mid, and they're farming a Gyro safe lane. That's a tri-core of heroes that dish out a lot of damage. They've got plenty of AoE, decent lockdown as the game goes later. Pressure will be on EG to come back from a slightly slow laning stage and make a lot of kills happen. But it's close. A lot of it comes down to, does EG find track kills? Are they able to push down some towers with Edict after finding those kills? Meanwhile, Arteezy's in a bit of trouble mid. Demon zoning him off, but he's already picked up an Invis rune. We'll see a Radiant Sentry Ward expire. And Demon now rotates into the enemy jungle. If you're going to aggressive Charlie me, he says, well, I'll just go farm your jungle instead. He's gotten here in time to stack a big camp. Nice adjustment by Demon. Has he waited too long, though? That's the main question. Already it's 5 minutes in, and he's just now making the transition. Generally, at this point with Bat, you'd be about level 6. 5.5, getting close to 6. So the sentry wards, the harassment from Kaipi in the jungle, definitely having an impact. Demon has been slowed down. Make no mistake about it. He'll rotate onto Eternal Envy, who's posting up very confidently, but Bat can't do anything by himself like this. He'll need a lot of backup. If he goes in on EE now, he'll give up a first blood for sure. The Rocket Barrage will quickly chew through this living armor. Just zoning from Demon. Definitely doesn't want to commit to a kill. Eternal Envy slowed down a tiny bit, but I think Kaipi will be fine with this trade. If you're EG, you'd rather have Demon just getting close to level 6, getting the Blink Dagger as quickly as possible. It ain't happening yet. Here comes the rotation. Pylai die, as well as Come With Me, heading towards mid. They've got